I welcome in abundance and good vibes. Good vibes. Good vibes, yeah. I meditate while sipping the rose tea. I activate, aligning my chakras. Pulling my soul as I levitate.
All right, y'all. Good vibes. Hello, everybody. This is Fonda, and I'm coming to you by way of My Curvy Life. I hope everyone has been enjoying their summer. I also bring you greetings from my co-hosts, Miss Lasagna and Latanya Jones. They are going to be loving on you in the comments. I appreciate them for all that they do. Their big hearts, their tender hearts, their love that they share with all of us. So thank you, Latanya and Lasagna. Well, guys, we are in the heat of summer. We have gotten past the 4th of July. Y'all, this year is going quite fast. What y'all think? I think it's going pretty fast. Um, I do have a special guest on today. I'm so excited about her being in the house. I do just have a few announcements that I would like to share with you. First of all, I would like to let you know that we here in the My Curvy Life family are almost at 700 members strong, guys. I'm excited about that. I get very excited about numbers because that means that people's lives are being touched. People are being inspired. And I appreciate you guys for sharing, for tuning in, for all of your support. I just wanted to give a shout out to you all because nothing happens without you. I also have coming up really soon. It's going fast, coming fast. August 31st is going to be the Feed the Homeless barbecue feed, y'all. Yes, I'm going to be having a feed at least 2 to 3 times a year for the homeless. So you are more than welcome to participate in many capacities. We're going to be serving. I'm going to have a PR person that's going to be out there if you'd like to be on that team, where we'll be just greeting and speaking to those that are in that particular situation, encouraging them. Also, I'm looking for a barber, someone who will be willing to just do some trimming, so do some hair trimming for the homeless. Everything sanitized, everything disposable. I think that will be pretty neat. And let's just make this a community day for them. The menu, okay, I need help with the menu, y'all. So there's going to be pulled pork. We're going to do hot dogs, grilled that is. Also potato salad, baked beans, and we're going to also have a little dessert and a bottle of water. So if you're willing to contribute any of those items, of course, we need silverware, napkins, things of that nature. It will all be greatly appreciated. So it's going down at the Sienna Francis House on 17th and Nicholas on August 31st. All right, at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. If you want to serve, you're more than welcome to come and serve. Also, if you have items that you no longer want, such as clothing items, anything that you can put in a bag, you can bring them down on that day, and we will be, again, serving the community, serving the homeless community. All right. So August 31st, reach out to me. I will be putting flyers out. If you'd like to donate, you're more than welcome to do that, because all proceeds will go toward that feed. My goal is to feed at least 200 this time. I've been doing about 125, but I want to bring it up a little bit because when I was there last, I felt really bad because I was serving and we ran out. Of course, you're going to run out, but people were still coming up asking. And I'm like, man, if I just had a little bit more, So I'm going to be anticipating feeding up to at least 200 or close as 200 as I can get. So please, if you would, you could donate. You could do my Cash App, Venmo. I got PayPal, anything. Reach out, let me know, and I will get it to you. I appreciate you because this is what we're doing for the community. We are giving back. We are helping those that are less fortunate than us. All right. So let's not forget that. That is what we're supposed to be doing. So if you have the means to support in this capacity, please do not hesitate in supporting in that capacity. All right. If any collaborations, if you do something and you need, Curve, that's my brand, to come and support, I will definitely do that. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I give you thanks in advance. Okay. Mary Kay Cosmetics, y'all. Look, don't sleep on it. It's summertime. You need those hands, feet, all that looking good. Your skin regimen. You want to be together all the way around the board. So come see me. I am your facial coach, your skin coach, to help you to have a better you. All right. So contact me, guys. Thank you. So let's get into the show, y'all. This has been an anticipating show for me. I've been following this young lady for a while now, and I'm so proud of her. She's made some good life accomplishments, and I'm gonna let her tell you all about it. But I am going to read her bio, some of it at least. We have today Dr. Charmaine Marie. Your real love realtor, okay? The real love coach, women owned luxury wine company, and best selling author, is a dynamic professional leaving a positive imprint across diverse domains. Dr. Charmaine Marie is the executive director of Real Love Leadership, Obedience, Victory, and Excellence, where she spearheads empowering incentives such as success at its best, a life skill program, a mentoring program, and an abstinence program crafted for youth. Her authentic passion lies in fostering the success of young minds in our global community. Additionally, Charmaine Marie serves as a machinist made in the world's greatest Navy Reserve. Her extensive qualifications and unwavering dedication exemplify a profound commitment to making a positive impact on the lives of others. You do not have to say I don't have to say all of that, but I am going to say all of that because I'm very proud of her. She has recently also received her doctorate degree. So she is a busy woman and she is doing it, y'all. And I wanted her to come on the show and just share her story and her entrepreneurship and what it has taken for her to get to where she is today. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get her added into the show. Give me just a moment. Well,
Hey,
hello there.
how are you? You
Welcome to the show, Miss Dr. Charmaine. Yes, girl, you earned that. Doctor, okay? That's what you're going to be on the show today because that's what you have earned. It's so nice to see you on the show finally, girl. I've been anticipating you.
nice to be here. Thank you. Ask me. Ooh.
So, can you tell us just a little bit more about you, honey bun, and where you reside, and just a little bit more about you?
Okay, so right now I'm in Fort Worth, Texas. I'm actually in Crowley, but it's the same thing. So I'm in Fort Worth, Texas. I love it here. And I actually have a youth organization. It's called Real Love. It's Real Leadership, Obedience, Victory, and Excellence. So I work with youth, middle school youth at the schools, and I have a life skills program where I teach abstinence at the schools, and I also do life skills at the Department of Juvenile Justice. I also do Bible study at the Department of Juvenile Justice, and I'm also a realtor. So your real
Girl.
anybody for home, I do Nebraska and I do Texas. For anybody that's looking, I do specialize in helping first time home buyers. And I do that because I was passionate about people who think that they can't get a home because maybe they don't have good credit or they've always been told you can't get a house. They can get a house. And I like to work with those people to show them that it can happen. So that's a couple of the things that I'm doing right now.
Girl, you doing it, honey. You are doing it. And that is amazing. Congratulations on all of your endeavors. I'm sure it is not easy. You seem like a very busy woman. I'm very interested. I'm interested in knowing about all of it. But I'm interested in. I know you just recently received your doctorate. Congratulations on that. Um, I wanted to talk a little bit about the education that has led you to where you are today with your entrepreneurship. Um, and I know you recently just received it. Now I think we're about the same age. I might be a little bit older than you, a couple years. But how was it? Did you go back to school to get your doctorate? How was that process? I know sometimes people get to a point of a certain age and they just say, if I never done it, forget it. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah. So
How did that impact you?
okay, so what happened was like it, and I did go back to school. Just to say this first, when I graduated from high school, I did have a scholarship from the Urban League. So I had a scholarship to go to college, and I did go to college for maybe a year. But when I graduated from high school, I had a baby because I had a baby when I was 15 and I was pregnant. So I was working, taking care of kids, and it was hard to go to school. Even though, like I said, I went for a year, it was just hard. And going to school was not the most important thing for me at that time. So in
Mhm.
2007, and I was living in Orlando. No, I moved from Orlando to Texas, and my son had already graduated. He was already in college. My oldest daughter would be graduating in a year. My youngest daughter was in high school. And I really, for me, in my mind, I got back like how important education used to be to me. And I wanted my kids to know that education is important, like furthering it. It doesn't mean you have to go to college, but furthering your education so that you could get some kind of a skill is important. So I decided to show them because I had always said it, but showing them would have meant more. So in 2007, I went back to school to get my associate's degree. In 2009, I got that degree and I signed up to get my bachelor's immediately. And after I got what happened was I went to the military in 2011. And so from 2009 and 2011, when I did that, it took me a while. So in 2015, I got my bachelor's. And then I went back to school immediately to get my master's. I finished in like 2017. I said I was done. In 2018, I went to a graduation. And well, no, it was 2000, whenever it was. I went to a graduation. There were 3 Black women that had graduated with their doctorate degree. And I had made it a point to just go up there and talk to them. And I'm just like, you guys got your doctorate degree? It was just amazing to me. And I talked to them and I'm like, how did you do it? What made you want to do it? And they were just telling me, it's just something I always wanted to do. I knew I could do it. And they're like, if you're interested, you should just do it. I went home and immediately signed up for school. So in 2018, I went back to school to get my doctorate degree. And it should have taken me 3 years because that was my plan. But it actually took me 5.5 and I finished it. And I'm thankful that I did. It was not easy, but mom, my cousins, my friends, people, my children that just stood there by my side and talked to me and pushed me and helped me. But I'm thankful that I did it. Because hey, I was like frustrated a lot of the time, but I made it through, and I'm so thankful.
Well, I'm so proud of you. I have a girlfriend right now that's going to just getting her doctorate, and boy, it's like she's like, you know what I mean? And so I know the work that you have to put in, at that point. So girl, congratulations. So with with going back and getting your doctorate and having your businesses, were these businesses or organizations that you had prior to getting your doctorate, or have you just recently started, or how did your entrepreneurship start?
So no, I had them the real love, the one where I work with youth. I've been doing that since 2010. So going to the schools and going to community centers and working in the church with youth, and also in 2010, that's when I started publishing. And so all of those things, they all actually happened uh, before I got my doctorate degree. It was just things that I was already doing. Yeah, I just did that on top of the things that I was doing. Yeah.
Okay, wow. So with working with the youth, now I know you must have a passion for that, right? A
I do.
passion. Um, and I know today's youth is a little bit probably different than what it was back, a little bit, when you're in your earlier years. Tell me a little bit about those programs and what was the inspiration behind becoming, an advocate for the youth?
Okay, so I was one of those youth that was into having a whole lot of fun. And maybe sometimes I was getting into a lot of trouble. And maybe the teachers thought that I was a little bit much. And that's what they said all the time. So I wanted to be the one that encouraged youth to do your work, stay in school, be good. If you need to talk someone, let that be me because I'm a mentor. And then I teach life skills. So I do teach them how to live their life, how to do education, why they should further their education, just different things that for me, when I was a youth, I was, even though my mom was that mom that was saying, this is what you need to do, this is how you should do it. I was the kid that wasn't really listening because I was too busy trying to have fun with my friends. And so I could tell kids how having fun with your friends will set you back. It might take you longer to do the things that you want to do because if I had listened to my mom and I had done the things that I should have, it wouldn't have taken me until 52 to get my doctorate degree. I put off my education
Right,
time because I wanted to have a good time. So I want to inspire youth to do things while they're young so that when they get older, they'll be able to have fun and explore and travel, and they won't be struggling if they do those
right.
early. So
So what is the age bracket that you work with when you say the youth? What is that age bracket?
I work with youth that are age 10 to 19. But when I go to
Okay.
schools, I do middle school kids, and my middle school kids are usually from 12 to 15. Yeah, but
Okay.
when I go to the Department of Juvenile Justice, those kids are from 10 to 19. So
So you said that you do work with Omaha and then also with Texas. So is your program, how would one go about getting involved in that program or getting their youth involved in that program, your program?
people can get in touch with me. I have an email, first of all, that is Project Real Love, the number one at gmail.com. And I can also, I take phone calls 402-318-4280. I do one-on-one. I do group settings for my programs and however the parents want to do it. And the programs that I do, the parents do not have to pay for that for their children. So
Oh, okay. Okay, great. That sounds wonderful. I think our youth definitely needs mentors. I look back in my life and, I was more into music. So, I remember having mentors that were, musicians and singers. Now, I didn't have the gift to play, and it wasn't my forte for that to play, any instruments, but I sing. And I'm very thankful and grateful that I had good mentors that were able to help me and teach me, and I could look at them and watch them. And so, it's really important to be a good, positive role model. You know what I'm saying, for our youth today, and that's amazing. Now, how long have you had your business or your entrepreneurship? How long have you had that?
So I've been doing it since 2010.
2000. Oh, a long time.
Let me say, I've been doing it since 2010. And in 2016, I became state funded. I did all of that stuff until 2000, before 2016. And I just did it on my own because I didn't know that they had grants and stuff like that. So
Uh-huh.
in 2016 was the first time that I became grant funded. So I was able to have like 7 employees
Okay.
that work for me, and they go to the schools and work with youth, and they love working with you just like I do. So yeah, I've been doing it for a while.
That's amazing. It's a I'm sorry, were you gonna say something?
No, ma'am.
Okay. It's amazing when you do something that you love and you have a passion for it and you're helping, helping others, and I do feel like our youth really need it right now. You know what I'm saying? Due to the times and the change and everything. So I commend you on being an advocate for the youth and being in that capacity. Now, I wanted to also ask you, um, with being in this field, um, is there a lot of people that are in this type of field that you're in? I don't hear about a lot of people being in the youth field too much in this capacity.
So there are a lot of people that are. Um, there's a lot of people that say they are. Um, and then there's a lot of people that are actually involved, and you can contact them and they'll work with your youth. You just have, the thing that people have to do is, if somebody is saying that this is what they do, I will work with your youth, I would say for people to give those people a call and see exactly what they do, have them meet with you so that they could talk to your youth. That's how you get them to stand on what they say, because if they're saying that's what they do and you can never contact them or you can never meet with them, you never see them with any youth, they don't have any numbers. Because working with youth is about how many youth did you serve this year, how many did you serve last year. So I do know people that do it. I know a lot of people that say they do it and they really do it, and they're here in Texas, and there's a few people in Omaha too that are really working with youth when they say they do. But you just have to make sure that that's what they do. If people are talking about it and they're getting money to work with these youth, then do what you're getting the money for. Don't just get
Supposed to do.
and be in the community pretending. So yeah.
Right, right. Now, you also said you were a realtor too, so you sell houses and land, huh?
I do. Yeah. So anybody who's interested, I do. In Nebraska and in Texas.
Wow. Now, how can we reach you through that capacity, or is it all combined, the information you gave us earlier?
No, so my phone number is 40, well, the same one. They can use 402-318-4280, which that's my cell phone. But 402-999-6383 is actually my business phone. And then my email is realloverealtygroup@gmail.com.
Well, girl, you doing all kinds of things over there, making it happen. I'm very proud of that. I always say, go for your passion. You know what I'm saying? And you can never have too many things. You know what I'm saying? As much as you can do it. I juggle a lot myself right now, and I'm enjoying it in any capacity that I can help somebody else. You know what I mean? If I can help someone or teach, someone or whatever, I'm always willing to available for that. Now, I wanted, before we end the show, I wanted to ask you if you could give an inspiration or any advice to anyone who's looking to better themselves in all of these capacities. We're not going to just say just one particular capacity, but in any capacity. What would be your advice to them? What would be your inspiration or motivation to them?
Okay, so what I would say, like for someone who's interested in going to school, I would say just go to school, get your education, make a difference out here. For someone, whatever it is that you're interested in, no matter what it is, you can do that. You can be that. You can make it happen. It's all up to you. And I think that people should seek out somebody who's doing what they're interested in doing so that they can get the best information about what it is that they're trying to do. Because if you want to get your doctorate in education, talk to somebody who has their doctorate in education. If you're interested in being a neurosurgeon, go find a neurosurgeon and they can tell you how to do whatever it is you want. If you want to be a teacher, talk to a teacher. You know what I'm saying? They could talk to somebody that can inspire them to do what they're doing because they know how to do it. But I just know that anybody at this time in life, anybody could do anything that they want to do. The resources are available. People just need to go out and get it because it's out there for them.
Thank you so much, Miss Dr. Charmaine. I was going to say Miss Charmaine, but I'm going to put that doctor on there. I appreciate it. I just think, being able to encourage others when people can see that you have had some accomplishments, some achievements, I'm sure you are a light to a lot, and especially the youth. Again, I remember someone came in. I've been working at my job for a long time, and I've watched a lot of the young people grow up, now have their own houses and apartments and different things of that nature. And I had a lady once, she came to me and she said, you probably don't even remember this. She said, but when I was, a youngster, and she said, I was just getting my first apartment, and, she came in OPPD to sign up for service. And she said, one of the things you told me was to make sure that I always pay my rent, my lights, and my gas bill. And I didn't remember that, of course, but she said I stuck with that, and she said that really helped me, along the way, that I took care of my home responsibilities first before I went out and did whatever else I wanted, shopping or whatever else I wanted to do. But she said that stuck with me all those years, and I'm like, wow, that to me that was just something very simple, but to her, that she took that and it helped her. So you keep doing what you're doing, doctor, and helping those youth. They need it. Thanks for being an inspiration for those who may want to go back to school at a later age and finish up their degrees. Your entrepreneurship. Thanks for helping and being out there for us, realtor, being a realtor. If I think about getting a house within Omaha or Texas, I'll let you know, because I am going to be looking for another destination here soon, as I go into retirement. So you never know, but you got your information out here on the show. Anybody out there, Dr. Charmaine, as you have heard, she have dropped her phone number. She's dropped her email. Reach out to her. Thank you, Dr. Charmaine. What would you like to leave us with today, just to be encouraged? What would be your last words for us?
I want to say something to you. That one little nugget that you left that girl with set her up for success. And that's how we should inspire people. We should always say something positive to them to keep them inspired and encouraged. That's awesome that you did that. And I thank you so much for having me on your show. I appreciate you. And I love you, Fonda. You're so sweet. You've always been so sweet. Ever since high school, because that's when I met you at Central.
Yes. Yes, yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for the encouragement. I'm really working hard to be an inspiration, to have this community come together to bridge the gaps, and I'm an advocate for the homeless, and I'm an advocate for our senior citizens living facilities as well. A lot of times we forget about our ancestors. We forget what they've done for us and what they meant to us. And so, I'm just here trying to remember those things, girl, and bring this community together, because it takes, we all have to work together. You know what I'm saying? It's a village. We got to come together. We got to lift each other and encourage each other. And I definitely want to get those entrepreneurships such as yourself out here so that people could know what you got going on and reach out or share with someone else, so thank you. I appreciate you so much, doctor. Please share with your friends and family this entity. Thank you. If you could also, I know you said your information here, but if you could drop it on the My Curvy Life page, maybe and I love your videos, girl. I wish I could have stole some of them and played them while we had this show. You go, girl. I'm loving them.
Thanks a lot.
I'm loving them. You go ahead on. I'm very proud of you, and you keep up your good work, okay? You be encouraged. All right.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
You too, and my curvy life. Thanks you for coming on the show today. You have a wonderful, wonderful day, rest of your evening, and I appreciate you. Much love, much love.
Right.
Bye bye.